Welcome to Fallout 76, this is Jim. In this video we're going to take a look at the weekly challenges that we got. That starts today, Tuesday, August the 19th. That goes to next Tuesday, August 26, 2025. Let's take a look at this week's weekly challenges and see what we get. Alright, we got some good ones here. Many videos on my channel that'll help you guys out and give different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas over there if you're brand spanking new player to the game. If you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that'll help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome with the great comments and tips, which I greatly appreciate. If you do wonder why I have slightly more score than you, take a look at the top right hand corner of the screen. I have a 25% boost. Of course, I claimed that right off the current Season 21 Season Pass on 3 pages, a 5%, 10%, additional 10%. You can claim that by being a Fallout First member, or by paying the 1,500 atoms for the Season Pass. Now, usually on Tuesdays, we not only have dailies, we also have a fresh set of weeklies here, like I mentioned. I like to use a score booster drink, which again will give us an extra 25% of what we have already for 24 hours. So if you're close to getting the Season Pass done, I recommend using a score booster drink. Alright, so we do have a couple of events here we're going to do right off. We have complete a mutated public event. Of course, the mutated public events are every hour on top of the hour. And we have this one here, kill mutated enemies, which of course has to be done at and during the mutated public event. Most enemies around the wasteland are mutated, so you have to complete this one during and at that mutated public event. Alright, let's go ahead here. Looks like we have a good one. Guided meditations. Let's go ahead and join it here. You watch the if you watch the daily challenge video, I did the mutated public event by myself. And if you're looking for if you're looking for a really good battle with a guy with a shotgun, we ended up completing it, but it was brutal. But if you want to laugh a lot, yeah, I highly recommend you guys give that a little watch there. Alright, now this one here, I like to kind of perch myself right up here because, believe it or not, the ghouls can't get you when you're on top of these for some reason. And we're going to lock and load. There we go. So like the razor of, whatchamacallit there, transcendence. Wait for a couple other people to come here first, and that's why I usually recommend before starting it off. Oh, there's tons of people here. Nice job. So this one here will be able to complete a mutated public event and get those mutated enemies. Now again, you'll have to complete 3 of them in total, but we're just going to complete 1 for this video. We completed the other one, and we killed all these other mutated enemies because we were the only one at that event. It was called Heart of the Swamp. And yeah, that grafted monster gave us a pretty hard time. But it was a good time. It was fun. I will tell you, it was a fun time.
Tranquility Sanctum for today's guided meditation.
We're going to get a little closer here.
On a spiritual journey.
Don't really have the best weapons, so to speak, but usually a bunch of ghouls will kind of come out of this building. And we might be able to get a ghoul over there. And again, as I mentioned, you know, you don't have to focus on just one enemy. Just kind of shoot at them. And as long as one of your bullets land on it, you will get credit for the kill, I guess, okay? Well, we were pretty much done here with the mutated enemy here anyway, because it was a good time. During that daily challenge video, I was impressed with myself, actually. With a shotgun, guy with a shotgun, combat shotgun at that. Yeah. Let's lock and load here. Don't see anyone down there. It's kind of surprising. Just need a couple more.
To enlightenment as 3 transcendent pillars rising toward the sky.
This guy's voice is so soothing there. Put me to sleep. I think it's some of the splash. So you see that splash effect there? Now, if someone else actually focused on him and actually killed him, I still get credit as well, because that splash effect from this explosive weapon still counted as a shot. You know what I mean? It's quite the light there.
Imagine orbs of sublime energy around you. Reach
Captain Commoner.
This
I love
is
it.
how we will
Totally
attain
love it.
transcendence.
Nice job. Oh, we have a couple guys over there. There we go. Kill mutated enemy. 30 done. Just like that. Nice.
As you build
And we'll
your
just kind of
pillars
focus on
transcendence,
protecting
if you
these
find yourself
pylons here, or
surrounded
hubs, whatever you
by
want to call them.
discordant forces
And
that seek to
get credit for that
hinder
event.
your spiritual enlightenment.
And again, don't forget they're every hour on top of there. Now, they never used to be that way, but that's just a recent change that they actually started doing that, which is nice. Because before they would just kind of pop up anywhere. See this cat right on top of the roof there. Just launched them. You guys got a little zapper with them, see that? Little thirst zapper, whatever they're called.
Sometimes the discordant forces prove to be too
There's a hub
difficult
that
to
is
keep out.
right around
Your
halfway,
pillars
so
of transcendence
we'll have to kind of
may
keep an eye on
falter.
that and go over and
Take
fix it up.
solace, for the holistic light shines bright when you need it the most. Bathe in its glow until
We're locked and
you feel
loaded,
it
of course.
reinvigorate your pillars. Now that you have
What really helps this weapon
visualized,
is
I will begin a series of positive
the,
affirmations while you act
the splash
to
effect.
achieve transcendence. Gather that sublime energy.
Did you see that guy?
Let it
God,
flow
just right to the
into
moon.
pillars. Let the warmth
I know some people get annoyed at that, but
spirit
I
toward
love it.
a
I
new
absolutely love it.
plane
It
of
really makes my
existence
day
beyond
seeing
the
these
physical.
enemies fly around like that. Yeah, makes my day. Makes me laugh, you know. And I hope my laugh makes you guys laugh at the same time. All right, counting down 4 minutes here. Looks like a couple of them are down. Where is everybody? Okay.
The light in your mind, body, and soul grows as you build the pillars of transcendence. Open your heart to it and feel its peaceful embrace.
There's a little blurry there. To see that? That's kind of odd. I wonder if it's from the, Yeah, that's odd. It was a little blurry there for a little bit. I can know my guy's blurry because I'm got a chameleon effect on one of my pieces of armor, but yeah, that was an odd one.
Only through complete transcendence
Can't
will
believe
you
the light
attain
on that
true
guy. Holy
enlightenment
mackerel.
and exceed your physical bounds.
What's this guy doing up here? Nothing. Just hanging out.
You feel as if you are one with nature, with the universe.
I don't know what's going on there. It's I don't know what that sound was. It's not sound. Or if someone's weapon may be doing that. Oh, there's one there's one that's almost down. We have to make sure that we fix that one. I can't remember if it shows us the one that needs to be fixed. Can't remember. Hoping it does. I don't think it's that one, because that one there seems to be pretty good. But I haven't seen anyone really down there yet. Oh, it might be down there, possibly.
Punish any discordant forces that stand in your way. Do not let them harm you spiritually.
Oh, Limpy there.
If you feel your physical self reacting to their presence, that's okay. But please be aware of your surroundings and do not damage
Oh, that was a long
our
minute
property.
15 seconds there, wasn't it? Did you make it Time stopped. It's a legendary down there. Get a couple shots off of him. Alright, not too bad. 40 seconds left. That one there's just got a little sliver left. I was gonna say, what in the world is that over there? Yeah, I'm not picking anything. That's over there. Probably one more little, and I believe they, even after the event is done, some more guys will show up, but that's fine. It's a good way to get ghouls, that's for sure. 10 seconds left. Oh, I was just ready to fire on that guy. Or person, I should say. Alright, done. There we go. Completed Mutated public event. Done. Sweet. And a handmade bonus mutated rewards. Nice mutated party pack. There we go. So let's open that bad boy up. The mutated party pack. So again, granted for completing a mutated event with 3+ Fallout First members present, open up to get a reward. So if you watch the daily challenge video, we just got the regular pack, which is mutated pack, okay? But you get the party pack for this one here if you have 3+ Fallout First members. Now I only got the regular one during the daily challenge video because I was the only one completing the event, alright? So let's open up this bad boy. Now I know you can't see it, it says it's in the top right hand corner of the screen here, but I did get 141 shotgun shells. So just like when you open up festive gifts, spooky treat bags, treasure hunter mole miner pails, if you're low on a certain type of ammo, okay, let's say you're low on 45 ammo, so make sure you have a weapon that takes 45 ammo equipped. So that means when you draw your weapon, that's the weapon that's in your guy's hand, okay? It's not good enough just to have it on you. You must have it equipped, okay? Not necessarily drawn out, but equipped. And when you open up those items, you'll get more of that ammo back from opening that up, all right? So just an FYI, I know probably about a year and a half ago they changed it to random ammo, but I think enough people complained that they kind of switched it back. So now you get the ammo that you have equipped. All right, so just an FYI, nice little tip there for everyone, in case someone didn't know. And we got a fancy pump action shotgun, plus 50% armor penetration. Excellent. Nice. Let's go right here, and we're gonna pick up. Let's see what else we have for our weeklies here, real quick, before I do that. Okay, that's fine. Because ghouls are a good source of Rad Away and Rad X, as you can see. So if we go collect all, we got cap shotgun shells. Look at the Rad X, we got Rad Away. So again, you know, it's a good way to get a bunch of those chems there. There we go. Oh, it's I didn't realize it was a 3-star. Limb damage. Okay, oh, that's cool. Get up here for a second. Yeah, let's go over and collect from these guys as well. So we get a couple of shots off over here too. Nice. Love it. All right, let's see what else we got here. So that was 2 of them. Kill me, cheated enemy 30 for 30. And 1 up here. So we need to do 1 more again every hour, top of the hour for that guy. So let's head back to our camp here. And we should be able to stay on this server, hopefully. Everyone's having a great Tuesday. Yep. Alright, let's take a look at these weeklies here. Alright. Craft bulk wood 3. So you craft bulk wood at one location only, and that is a tinker's workbench. Any tinker's workbench would do. In order to craft bulk wood, you are going to need wood, either on you or in your stash or scrap box, okay? And of course, there's some great locations to find wood scrap. It's right here in the forest area. Forest area is just absolutely ginormous. But let's say you're a newer character, and I would say between Vault 76, the Wayward, Flatwoods, and then right back up. There are so many down trees in this one little area. It's great, right? Plus, it's nice and easy. Not a whole lot of hard enemies in around this area. Have some neutral areas there as well. So again, I usually recommend kind of doing that, going after down trees. Now the forest can be a little bit hard going after down trees. You will need your light on. But a lot of people had mentioned to me in the comments that the light kind of compared to the Toxic Valley region, just because there's not a whole lot of foresty area and the down trees are a little bit easier to find, right? We have a nice little stockpile of wood right here in Helvetia, right behind the yellow house on the main street on the corner, okay? Nice little stockpile of wood back there. We also have a stockpile of wood right up here, probably one of the best ones, Picquerist Fort. And I would say this is hands down, like if you're looking to kind of build a camp or modify a camp, there's so much wood up here just waiting for you to grab it, just sitting there all stacked up for you. It's a pretty good spot. Now, when you are harvesting wood, you harvest 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, or 12. And there is a perk card that will help you out gather more wood. It won't help you for daily, weekly challenges, because as you harvest wood 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, or 12, you only get credit for 1. All right. But if you have this woodchucker, if you have this perk card called Woodchucker, collect twice as much when harvesting wood when you are collecting it. You'll get all kinds of wood to make that camp or modify a camp, etc. Okay. Oh, what happened there? Oh. Thanks, game. Thanks. Okay. Yeah. It's been doing really good. I would say 2 weeks not doing that. And there we go. So let's go ahead here. We're going to go to a private server, I guess. I was just going to stay on that one, but it's what it is, I guess. All right, let's go play private adventure. Unbelievable. Hey, it happens, right? Happens to the best of us. Yeah, it's been doing so good lately, too. I just thought maybe the last little update they did, maybe they did a little patch, who knows, but it happens. Don't forget, this will be the second week for that the little mini season we have going on. We actually have new challenges. I will be putting a video out for that. It's the same rewards, though. It's the same rewards as we got last week. So I mentioned to you last week during that video of the rewards, or probably last 2 weeks, they probably won't change. But I know the last mini season we had, which was the first one, it was the same challenges for the first and second week. Just an FYI. Let's go ahead. We're going to bulk our wood here. Sorry about that. I apologize. Again, Tinker's Workbench. We're going to go craft. You go to bulk, go all the way to the bottom. And to bulk 1 wood, you need 2 plastic and 30 wood scraps. Let's bulk 3 of them here. There we go. Craft bulk wood 3 for 3. Done. Just like that. And that is 1/2 of the bulk and scrap method here in the channel. All right, let's see what's next here, Jim. That kind of set us back a little bit. Scrap junk to produce rubber 30. So again, rubber is a junk item, which we can use the bulk and scrap method at any Tinker's Workbench here in the game. If we go ahead and go craft here, bulk, go in here to the R section. So the bulk 1 rubber, all you need is 2 plastic and 10 raw rubber. So obviously you are going to have to craft or bulk a couple of them, and then you scrap it. It's hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete this daily challenge. Also for the folks that are kind of short on time, or for people that are like to get things done quick and easy, the bulk and scrap method is definitely where it's at for most junk items here in the game. Now there are some great places we can find rubber here in the game. One of my go-to spots is right up here in Grafton. All right, so let's pop up here today. If you're short on time, definitely the bulk and scrap method where it's at, but if you're legitimately looking for rubber, I highly recommend coming here. So we're going to go right to the school. There's usually a super mutant just outside, but we can sneak right by him here. He's over there. He doesn't even notice us here. He's kind of half asleep. So let's go in here. I'm going to go right to the gymnasium. And we have these basketballs. So let's pick up a basketball here. Open up our Pip-Boy item. As you can see, one basketball gives us 3 rubber each. And look at all of them right there. If we open up these doors here, look at these kickballs. All kinds of kickballs there. We pick up a kickball. Same thing as the basketball. 3 rubber. Really good spot. We can also find probably a portion of that stuff right down here in Camden Park. Right across from the Dross Toss, I would say maybe about 5 or 6 basketballs around there, or kickballs, so you can check that out if you so wish. But I recommend only take what you need. Let's go ahead and grab some here. I'll just grab all these guys. I'm on a server by myself, that's fine. There we go. Let's head back to our camp here, and we're going to scrap these bad boys up. You can scrap them anywhere there's a workbench, train stations, and other players' camp down at the mall. We're just going to head back to our camp just to set ourselves up for the next challenge. Now, there are a couple of super mutants on the roof, so you will have to kind of watch out for them if you're ever here in your lower level. They will kind of peek down from that little skylight up there. Oh, that's an old picture there, me and Daphne. Way back in the day. Long before I started making videos, of course. Let's go inside here. Let's go ahead and scrap these basketballs here. And these kickballs. You can see item stats there, 3 rubber each. There we go. Scrap trying to produce rubber 30 for 30 done. Just like that. Alright, let's see what's next here. Scrap trying to produce screws 15. So unfortunately, screws is an item in which you cannot use the bulk and scrap method at the Tinker's Workbench. So let's take a look at that real quick here. We're going to go craft at the Tinker's Workbench. Bulk, we go down here to the S section. As you can see, screws are not an option. So you have to go out and about, try to find screws here in the game, and scrap those junk items if you so wish. Again, you can just go around, have some fun, kill some enemies. Like I find Scorched, Super Mutants, and Mole Miners and human enemies would give you the most junk items. Go around, get some XP, have some fun, and I'm sure you can fulfill that daily, weekly challenge in no time. Now, right down here, we have a screw farm, no pun intended. Right here at the Charleston Capitol building is the level 50 DMV building. There's all kinds of typewriters, there's globes, hot plates, what else? Desk fans that are there, and great source. Nice little screw farm down there. Now, we can buy bulk screws. You can buy them from Graham if you ever come across Graham. And I find usually one of the vendors here at the mall will sell bulk screws. So let's go down to the mall. We're going to use the north entrance here. Now, if you accidentally use the front door entrance, that is fine. You just go downstairs, go through the doors. It just adds like 3 seconds on. It's really no big deal. All right. We're going to go here, see our old pal Frederick. We have bulk screws here today. No, he doesn't, of course, because we're looking for them. That's fine. We'll check the other vendors here and see what they have for which one has bulk screws for us. This guy's got bulk screws on right there. All right, so 1 bulk screws will give you 10, so we're going to need 2 of them. So 225 caps each. Now, of course, that is with hard bargain perk card equipped, right? Now, you can also kind of go along and you can see what junk they have for sale, okay? Each one of these vendors, and you can see the item stats. You can see this desk fan give you a screw. So you can also buy junk items just in case you're a little short, okay? These handcuffs, for example, as well. And yeah, so handcuffs, Fort Defiance, Eastern Regional Penitentiary, good spot for those guys as well. But that you can also buy them that way and then scrap them. All right, let's scrap these bulk screws here. Luckily, they had them this time. Scrap these. You can see the item stats there, 2 each. There we go. So we do need a couple of them. Scrap this bulk wood back. There we go. Scrap junk to produce screws, 15 for 15 done. And that's what I usually recommend. All right, let's see what's next here, Jimmy boy. Not doing that bad of a job here. Making sure we went through each one of these. All right, let's go. Destroy an Assaultron 5. Okay. Couple great spots for Assaultron is right where we are at, down here at the White Spring Mall. Now, again, a little bit of warning. Yeah, if you do attack any robot down here, that robot you're attacking will turn aggressive towards you, okay? But the other ones will be passive. Outside of the White Springs, like around the grounds, okay? If you attack a robot or even a little bit of splash damage, the robots, and even the responder humans will be coming after you and wanting to mess you up right some good. All right, so just a little word for warning. Now we have 5 Assaultrons down here with Toga, so you spawn here with Toga Station. That's what I recommend. You just walk along this little sidewalk here, okay, and there's 4 Assaultrons, and there'll be one more right in the middle of town, so 5 altogether. If you complete a mirror for a day, all the robots will be passive. If you did not complete mirror for a day, of course, they'll be aggressive towards you. So just a little FYI on that. So let's stay down here in the White Springs Mall. Again, as I mentioned, they will be aggressive towards you. Now, these Assaultrons, because they will turn aggressive towards you, I recommend going for the legs, okay? It will cripple them. And because eventually they'll start running around and acting all lunatic and crazy. And that way there, if you take their legs out, it just kind of keeps them on the ground. Like they'll be kind of crawling on the ground, but at least you'll be able to, especially if you're lower level, you can get behind something, reload your weapon, and take your time, right? That's what I usually recommend to people. Let's go ahead here. Right, so you see how I crippled them there? And that's what I usually suggest to people, especially if you're lower level. Now, if you watch my early on gameplay with the early on quests, I have that here in the channel. I put those videos out every Monday. I use my lower level guy, and he's only like level 64. And a lot of these Assaultrons I fought under level 50 with just mediocre guns, mediocre armor, and I just cripple their legs, and you can check that out if you so wish. Watching me how I kind of do that kind of thing. So if I can do it, anyone can, especially being lower than 50. Just mediocre stuff, you know what I mean? Nothing special. Some of the weapons aren't even legendary, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Just go for the legs, cripple them, good to go. Alright, so a couple more Assaultrons here. I think there's one usually back here. Yeah, right there. It's lock and load because we only got one. See, he's going to turn all crazy towards us. Alright, see, just like that. Nice. And of course, they don't give you anything. That goes upstairs. Shoot a couple more back here. Nope. It's a door. This one right here. So again, just make sure you're lock and loaded. Just aim for the legs. There we go. Just like that. And that's what I suggest. It's just the easiest way of getting rid of these guys. Are you going to be okay there? I think its head is stuck right inside the desk. Maybe the drawer opened up and slammed on its head there. I think that's it for the Assaultrons down here. I think they do eventually replenish themselves, but yeah, we don't have the time of day for that. Let's go down here to Watoga. We're going to use our survival tent and use that as a free fast travel, because why not? And you can use that same method for ghouls as well, especially if you're lower level, because sometimes the ghouls, even like a half a dozen, they can be a little overwhelming, okay? Just spray at their legs. Whatever weapon you have, spray at the legs. You'll cripple them. It slows them right down. And that way there you can kind of do it that way. So here we are at the train station, as I mentioned. I'm going to walk right up this little sidewalk right here. Just right here, okay? We're just going to go along here. Now, I complete a mirror for a day, so all these guys will be passive towards me. There'll be 4 Assaultrons right along this path, and one right in the middle of town, right by that big structure right there, okay? Gonna call me sir.
Sir?
Yeah, thanks, buddy. And again, just go for the legs. Now, these guys will be passive. Now, sometimes they will turn aggressive towards you, like if you have like a little bit of a weaker weapon. So just word for warning here. We're lock and loaded. We got the second one coming right up here. You'll see him pop up here. There we go. Now, the third one there, you see him down there. Sometimes he will be up on the sidewalk, and sometimes he'll be down below.
Sir?
Yep, hi, buds. There we go. Took a few more shots that time. There we go. Destroyed Assaultron. 5 for 5 done. He's going to explode here in a second. Old explodey. Alright, so the third one, as I mentioned, sometimes he's on the sidewalk and sometimes he's not. The fourth one is right down here. Might as well show you while I'm here, right? There's the fourth one there. And as I mentioned, the fifth one will be right in the middle of town, right by that large TP-looking structure there. That robot back there is fighting off a couple Scorch that's in the woods. That's why they're firing. They're not firing at me. Now, if you ever come here, you don't see the Assaultron right away. If you hang out near one of these, I don't even know what you want to call them, but one will kind of pop out, and usually it's being followed by an iBot. All right, so just to let you know, find usually it's this one. Yeah, there he is right there. See, I'm not crazy. Yeah, whatever, Jim. We know you're crazy. Let's see what's next. All right, kill Mirelurk. So you can actually combine these two at the same time. Go after your Mirelurks, okay? And then collect all the meat, and that's your meat-based meal. Just like that. Cook the meat, of course. That's your meat-based meal. So you can do these two pretty much at the same time. So again, great locations for Mirelurk in the game. And as you can see, I have some of it done. Is because we did our daily challenge. We did the mutated public event called Heart of the Swamp. There's all kinds of Mirelurks that showed up. And that's why I have that partially done. All right, so just an FYI there. So Mirelurks, we have the Toxic Droid Lake Bed. 6 of them up there, not including the Queen. We have 3 right here at the New River Gorge Resort, so there's 3 right by the swimming pool area. And if you head a little bit to the south, there's 2 houses down. There'll be 2 more, so 5 altogether in this area. Probably one of the best spots is here at the Ohio River Adventure. So we have 5 adults, and there's 7 nests. Now, when you interact with the Mirelurk eggs, 2 things can happen. You can actually pick up the egg, or the second thing is they explode. When they explode, there'll be a little baby Mirelurk called a hatchling. If you kill them, they actually count as a Mirelurk. All right, and they're very easy. They don't do much damage to you. And third thing, if you talk to Fishbones, who's part of the Raiders, he will call in like a little mini quest. There'll be like 14 to 16 Mirelurks that show up. And you actually get some reputation for the Raiders by doing that little quest there. And that is probably one of the best spots, especially if you're lower level. 4 Mirelurks down here at Lake Reynolds. A little bit more of a challenge. We have the north side of the mire here, but on the outside, we have the Highland Marsh. Again, there is a queen there as well, so just kind of watch out for that. Vault 94, again, a little bit higher level area for people, so just watch it out there. Quarry X3, there's also a queen there as well. Hemlock Spring Stump. And a couple down here at the Summer Mill Motel. So great spots for some Mirelurks here. Great spot. So let's go down here to Ohio River Adventures. And we should be able to finish it off here. Now, if you do have an explosive weapons, just be careful you don't shoot at the eggs, because it will destroy all the eggs, okay? It'll just mess it right up. There's usually one right you spawn in there, okay? Usually another adult around here somewhere, usually. Let's get him before he... Right, there we go. So these eggs here, now I recommend just going around and try to collect them. And don't worry, these guys don't do a whole lot of damage to you. Won't let me collect them for some reason. Let's go over here, little buddy. Come here. There we go. He's going to pop up here in a second. Right, so there's one there. Right, so you see how that counts. He went to the moon. Right, so that's just the one little nest right there, and I believe there's a nest up here as well. Again, if you do collect, you'll be getting some eggs, but that's fine. Right, so 2 more right there. This is probably the best way to do it, to be honest with you. Yeah, see, we did a little bit of damage to these guys. See you coming this way. Let's get these eggs here. Only one guy came out. Oh no, there's a second guy. Nice. Oh, come over here, buddy. I want to get away from those eggs there. get these eggs here. Oh, I don't know where he went. He might have went in the water. Sometimes they do kind of go in the water. Nope, he found me. There he is right there. You see how these little baby hatchlings really, really help you out in doing this challenge. They're so easy. Oh, there's that one. Should be able to finish it off here because there's one more nest after this. There we go. Go Mirelurk done. Just like that. It's that easy, seriously. There's another nest right up here. Okay. Nice job. And fish bones, again, if you never did this before, it's very handy, but fish bones is way in here. I'm not going to bother calling it in just because we don't need to. But fish bones right here. Just kind of go through the dialogue here, okay? And you'll start a little mini quest. You want to help them out, obviously. And there'll be at least 14 Mirelurks that show up there, all right? All right, good stuff. Let's see the next one here. Eat a meat-based meal, 25. All right, so as I mentioned, you will have to go around and collect meat. You'll have to cook it because it has to be a cooked meat-based meal, okay? If you cook something that's plant-based, it's not going to work. It has to be a meat-based meal. Now, if you're a herbivore, you don't have to re-roll or waste a re-roll this one. You can do this challenge. Don't waste a re-roll, okay? Because it's just a daily, weekly challenge, all right? Now, we just took after these Mirelurks here. Again, most of them were just the hatchlings. But we'll kind of go along here and we will collect some of the meat off them. Again, not a whole lot of meat out here. Oh, yeah, okay, good. Then this guy over here. And some of them will have one, some of them will have three on them. So when you pick up the meat from a Mirelurk or an insect or an animal like a Brahmin, you automatically learn a recipe. Automatically. Just like when you harvest corn or razor grain, you automatically learn a recipe for that as well. Alright, so everyone should be able to do this. It's not a special recipe you have to go buy or find. You automatically learn those recipes, alright? I only say that because someone had mentioned it to me a long time ago about how they didn't have the recipe, and I just kind of explained to them what they had to do. So I just thought, you know what, maybe I should just kind of include it into the video. Alright, so we got some meat the old-fashioned way here. Let's go to another good spot for some meat. I highly recommend Flatwoods. It doesn't matter what level you're at. There are 9 Brahmin here. There's 3 opossums, 3 mole rats, 2 rad roaches, 3 mongrels just here in Flatwoods alone. It's a great, great spot. Again, just collect meat. You'll learn a simple recipe. It is that simple and easy. Alright, let's go ahead here. There's 3 Brahmin right here, right behind the house with the cow jumped over the moon there. I'll get some hide on them. These guys are hiding. They're kind of sticking by the tree so I can't see them. 4. Alright, Brahmin meat. And again, as I mentioned, quite a bit of animals in here. Nice and easy. There's a couple cooking stations down here too by the tavern. Alright, good spot. Alright, let's head back to our camp here and we'll finish it off. It's funny when I see that picture, my guy looks like his eyes are closed, like, yeah. Alright, so again, it has to be a meat-based meal, so you do need to cook these up. So any cooking station will do. Just go ahead and go craft. I'm going to go to the Ofu. I'm going to hit the quick and easy one here. There we go. So cooked soft shell meat. Simple recipe you automatically learn by picking up soft shell Mirelurk meat from the Mirelurks. Let's go ahead and craft these guys. Nice. Roasted Mirelurk meat. Again, a simple recipe you automatically learn by picking up Mirelurk meat. It's that simple. And ribeye steak. Again, simple recipe you automatically learn by picking up Brahmin meat. Just like that. So now that we have our meat-based meal, so let's go ahead before we eat these. There are some camp resources we have available to us that'll help us out. And actually, there's something in the atomic shop I just kind of noticed. I haven't made the video yet, but something I just kind of noticed in the atomic shop. But it's this guy here, Raider Mirelurk Boil. Let's take a look at that real quick. Generates Mirelurk food. All right, so I'm thinking this is very similar to the Mirelurk steamer. I won't know until I buy it and do the review on it, so just kind of hold off on it right now if you wish. But I'll be making a review on that a little bit later. But the alternate to that, of course, is Mirelurk Steamer. Not only collects meat, but cooks at the same time. So meat-based meal, cooked meal. Just having this camp resource. Deathclaw Slow Cooker, same thing. Collects meat, cooks at the same time. Meat-based meal, cooked meal. Same thing with this Critter Cooker, meat-based meal, cooked meal, and this Pemmican Collector we got back in Season 17, available for everyone. Pemmican, meat-based meal, cooked meal, right? So camp resource, it doesn't matter if you're carnivore, I know they're geared towards carnivore mutation, but even if you're herbivore, if you have just one of these, okay, it'll just save you a whole whack of time, especially if you're a person who has a busy life, you just don't have much time for playing. This will just save you a whole whack of time having these camp resources available to you in your camps, okay? Alright, so let's go ahead here. We're going to eat our meat-based meals here. And again, as I mentioned, don't waste a reroll if you're a herbivore. Just go ahead and eat it up. Done. Alright, let's grab the grilled rat's toad from our Deathclaw slow cooker. Let's eat that. There we go. Eat meat-based meal, 25 for 25, done. And camp resources, you know, I have so many more so just to kind of give people options. You know, people might be wondering, you know, what does this do? How can it benefit me? And that's why I usually buy them and show them off to people, just to kind of give people ideas of how to get things done quicker, okay? Because there's a good combination. People like to get things done quick. Some people like to do things the old-fashioned way. Again, it really depends on your gameplay, however way you like it. But I try to help both sides, I guess. Let's see what else we got here, Jim. Alright, catch a fish 21. Nothing real special, any region at all. Now, if you haven't played the game since June the 3rd, 2025, you'll have to complete a quest called Casting Off, okay? So you go over here to Fisherman's Rest, okay? Now, once when you discover it's a free fast travel, but you must complete the quest called Casting Off. This way you get a fishing pole, you're able to craft grilled fish and fish bits, and you'll be able to do a daily repeatable quest here called the Big Fish in a Small Pond, which is really good to do every day. It's every single day it pops up. It gives you some good camp items, as well as you can get mods for your fishing pole by completing this little quest here, amongst other things, okay? So again, you will have to complete that just to get a fishing pole. And just in case you are new to the game, I do have that here on the channel, just in case you run into any issues with that, okay? So let's go ahead and we're going to catch some fish. I don't think we can catch fish in this stream. I think it's too shallow. Let's try it here. Oh, we can. Good stuff. For daily, weekly challenges, I recommend just using common bait. Again, it's up to you. You can use whatever bait you want. So we're just going to go ahead and catch a couple fish here using common bait. And if you see that fishing rod and that little bobber, those are the rewards that you get for the little mini season, all right? And you can check out the first week, and I will go over all the rewards and how to claim them and all that stuff. You don't even have to do the challenges, but I go over all that in the video I made last week. It's all timestamped. You can check that out. Very successful video. I would find a lot of thank yous for that one. We're just going to catch a couple fish here just for this weekly here, just so you can see it pop up. I see catch a fish 1 for 21. Again, it can be real simple fish, can be the hardest fish out there. It doesn't matter what region you go to. Right up here, this part of the river, down here is a little too narrow. Anywhere along the Ohio River, I like to kind of pick out of here by Deathclaw Island. But then again, don't go everywhere where you see blue, right? Like right over here by the New Gad. There's hardly any water over there at all. So don't always go by the map here, okay? If you're just looking to catch some fish, just come up here in the Ohio River. It's a pretty decent spot anywhere along here. And a nice, easy spot, because always remember, when you are fishing, you can still get attacked. All right, you can still get attacked there. And let's take a look at these. I think we're done. Let's take a look at these weeklies here. So again, catch a fish, nothing real special. I showed you what it is, prerequisites for that. Have fun doing that. And again, 3 mutated public events. Don't forget every hour on top of the hour. But that's pretty much it here. That's pretty much it. Nice. Weapon of the day here, Jim. Let's take a look at that real quick. Haven't used it in a little while. Not that. It is this Furious Spitfire Suppressed Combat Shotgun. Plus 5% damage per onslaught slack, plus 9 max stacks, projectiles explode for plus 20% weapon damage, plus 50 damage resist while aiming, plus 40% armor penetration, furious, explosive, steadfast. Hardened receiver, a line long barrel, a line stock, perforated magazine, long scope suppressor. It is awesome. Awesome. Absolutely love it. Spitfire paint. See that at the bottom there? Recoil queen there. Love it. Absolutely love this paint. 31 times 8 damage, shotgun shell, single fire. Nice little weapon. Yeah. Shotgun, typical build here again. Some of the perk cards has changed, so there's a couple of them here, like scatter shot, shotgun champ. A couple here under perception. Enforcer under agility is a good one to have for the most part, but that's pretty much it. Legendary perk cards, these don't change for me. They stay the same. I'm very happy with them, and as you can see, they're all maxed out. Yeah, so there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Everts, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mitchell Shelton, Drake Stamps, NotMeButMeYesMe, that's me, Drew Andrew, Confoundedbridge, Waywarner, John DJ59, Picquerist, Gwen Trutnau, Tony Watson, Felix the Cat, Dan Ferreira, Benny Bunny, AJ Foltz. Thank you all so very much. And I hope you all have a nice day.